And so it's West Ham who get us away in the dark shirts of claret and blue, attacking the goal to our right. Preston in white. And West Ham knowing full well that today's the day when they've got to put all sorts of cups behind them and get back onto that league road towards the First Division. Here's Phil Parkes with an early touch. And now Ray Stewart. Preston, who come 3 off the bottom of the Second Division. Only one away win in the league this season, and that was at Wrexham away back in October. Good play here between Devonshire and Martin. It's Alvin Martin on the ball again for West Ham. Lampard hit high towards Cross. Baxter winning it well in the air though for Preston North End. And here's Graham Bell, used to be at Oldham. Played there towards Houston, but Billy Bonds back to Phil Parkes. Devonshire played for Cross again. Mick Baxter's there with him. West Ham's throw. Now Brooking, his first touch of the afternoon. Well, it was a typical one, and a good advantage played there by the referee, which the crowd enjoyed as well as Brooking. And well, Brooking really is having a moment or two there. And another one. And a little cross there, nodded down, and Devonshire shot. The crowd really applauding that persistent little play there by Brooking. But at the moment, Neighbour making good progress there, and Cross was in and pushed behind for the corner by Mick Baxter. Well, that was a pleasant little interlude there by Trevor Brooking, and a corner now for West Ham, which Neighbour will take. And Billy Bonds was there, and Preston a little hard-pressed to get that one away. Stewart playing it wide for Neighbour again. It's opened up behind the Preston defence for him. Pulled back there towards Brooking. Looked to get something on the turn, and Tonks was down. Pouncing on that ball in the 6-yard area. And a really bright opening start for West Ham. And suddenly there was a lot of space in behind that Preston defence there for Jimmy Neighbour. Did everything right there, pulling it back for Brooking on the turn, but not quite the power of shot that he wanted. Clive Thomas, who was in charge of the thunderous Merseyside derby in the Cup last week. Stewart getting it forward here. O'Riordan. A little touch inside by Goddard for Neighbour. And might find Goddard again onside. Oh, and it's in there. I thought for a moment it was over the top, but Goddard has made it count. Well, it was Paul Goddard who started it off in the first place, and Neighbour who played it through again to him. And it chipped off the keeper, in fact, just into the far corner. West Ham 1, Preston 0, 10 minutes of the first half gone. Goal 15 of the season for Paul Goddard. Now Cross v Baxter again, and Cross won that one. Here's Goddard. Brooking. Oh, just wide. Beautiful combination there. Cross having won it in the air in the first place. And then this little bit of play from Goddard, leaving it for Brooking. Just wide of Tunks' goal. Devonshire. Stopped by O'Riordan. No, Baxter rather. Brooking. Bonds. Pike. Stewart. Cross, the little touch there for Goddard. Little touch there towards Pike. It's got to be, and it is. Well, what delightful touches there were along the way there. Stewart playing it in, the little flick there by Brooking, the little flick there by Goddard. Pike was suddenly through, the ball ran kindly for him, he had the nerve to take it round the keeper, and there it is in the back of the net. So 2-0 to West Ham, 33 minutes gone. And Jeff Pike, who's having such a really good season in the midfield, such an industrious little character, 5th goal of the season for him. Pike. Brooking, another marvellous game, Brooking. Cross for Brooking again, played in quickly there, back again for Cross. The white shirts are everywhere, and in the end, Cross with his shot eluded them all, but not goalkeeper Roy Tunks. Played it nicely there by Stewart. Cross for Brooking. And a little ball played back again there by Goddard. He does that so well, and Tunks does that well too. Lampard hit forward, aimed towards Goddard. He's got troubles of his own with O'Riordan. Half-time whistle goes, and what a good first half it's been for West Ham. Some beautiful touches, and some really strong play from Paul Goddard, who scored the first goal off the hands of Roy Tunks, but Goddard's contribution has been immense. And of course we had the second goal from Jeff Pike, who rounded the keeper to make it 2-0. Things looking good for West Ham. Half-time then here at Upton Park. West Ham 2, Preston 0. Well, after West Ham's excellent first half, you can be sure their fans are looking for more goals in the second. So away we go then with West Ham 2 up against a side that's not won in its last 9 games and have a really massive task facing them now. West Ham, incidentally, not lost in their last 18 consecutive matches at Upton Park, and scored in every game they've played here this season. Towards Cross, but O'Riordan did well. In fact, did extremely well, because his pass finds Graham Bell. And off Lampard for another Preston corner, and still West Ham just cannot get going. So Bell with another corner. Baxter right in there again, and it's Baxter's header, and Parks just kept that away under a lot of pressure from McGee. And now it's with Cross. Well, he's gone past McAteer. He's got support from Neighbour. And a shove in the back by Neighbour on O'Riordan. Gives Preston another free kick. Well, maybe that little scare at the other end there when it looked as though Preston might just get a goal. As we see here now, it was a good jump by Baxter, and Parks, in fact, I think pushed it against the post and got it away there. Sayer, the Preston sub, used to be at Brighton, getting ready for action. And it's Paul McGee who's going off. And Peter Sayer, the Welshman, who's coming on. Stewart. And Neighbour. Across. Back for Neighbour again. Inside this time for Pike. Devonshire. Played there this time for Brooking, but there was a steal in the challenge of Gordon Coleman there. So the last quarter of an hour of the game, Brooking again trying one of those impossible angled crosses, which on that occasion was impossible. And he's got a corner. Alvin Martin's up for it. Billy Bonds is right in there too. Lampard. Oh! A marvellous goal! that's woken the whole place up now. He's done that once or twice in his career, I can remember, Frank Lampard. But onto that right foot, no hesitation. Superb shot, giving Tunks no chance. And that's 3-0, with a quarter of an hour remaining now. Playing it in, who is Sayer, and West Ham allowed him a bit of space there. Bell did so well, and in the end, Pike with a chance to get it away now for West Ham. As far as David Cross did well. Cross still battling away, and he deserved that little bit of luck. Looking up to see what's available. Pike is now Brooking, and certainly Devonshire on this side. Playing with a bit of style again now, West Ham. Flicked in there for Goddard. Back for Devonshire. Is it going to be? It is! Superb goal! Brilliant stuff by West Ham. That's a smile to beat them all. And it was a goal that certainly had the beating of Preston. What style it was. Devonshire on the ball here. Flick inside. A little flick there. There's Devonshire looking for the return, a bit of luck there, and as Preston came in, just sliding the ball into the back of the net, 4-0. Stewart. Oh, that was a clearance by Lampard that didn't carry. Westwell playing it in there again. Stewart. Sayer, I notice, holding his left thigh as though he's pulled something there, the sub who came on, and struggling a little bit there. But West Ham certainly aren't struggling, and here's Brooking. Played on again for Devonshire, but Houston had come back, and in fact he's conceded a free kick. He did well, he came and spotted very quickly there that Devonshire was on a free run, but the foul was an obvious one, and the free kick quite properly given. Brooking for Devonshire. Number 5! Well, there's all sorts of discussions about, the crowd are really loving that. But there's all sorts of discussions about whether that sort of thing is a legitimate free kick. Just lifted there by Brooking. And look at that. I mean, it's beautiful skill, the sheer cheek of it. And the 5th goal for West Ham. Coleman with a chance to bring it forward, finding Graham Bell. And the cross coming in there, but nobody up there with a white shirt in a really striking position. The final whistle goes. A brilliant victory for West Ham. A sloppy spell at the start of the second half after a beautiful first half, and then Frank Lampard really got them on their way with that amazing right foot shot of his that rocketed into the goal. And then Alan Devonshire came into his own. And really, it's not only been the quality of the football, but the quality of the goals, and Devonshire certainly gave us that. And the crowd everywhere are on their feet, standing to applaud another brilliant West Ham performance that surely takes them yet another step closer back to the First Division. Final score, and what a decisive scoreline it is. West Ham 5, Preston 0.